Hello everyone. Today we are going to study about the ophthalmic division of the trigeminal nerve. So, ophthalmic division is the first division of the trigeminal nerve and it is the smallest division of the trigeminal nerve, and also it originates from the upper part of the trigeminal ganglion. Now, just after coming out of the trigeminal ganglion, the ophthalmic division gives out its three branches. Those are frontal, nasociliary, and the lacrimal branch. And now, as we all know, that all the cranial nerves emerge from the brain and the brainstem. So, in order to supply to the face, they will definitely have to leave the cranium. Now, these three nerve branches, frontal, nasociliary, and lacrimal, they are like sisters, which live together until they exit the cranium through the medial part of the superior orbital fissure to follow their separate paths. Out of these three sisters, the lacrimal is the smallest one and frontal is the largest one. But the thing to remember over here is that the ophthalmic division first divides into branches and then leaves the cranium. Now let's start with the branches of the ophthalmic nerve. As we can see in this diagram, just after the ophthalmic nerve emerges from the upper anterior part of the trigeminal ganglion, it gives out a tentorial branch which supplies to the dura mater. And now it moves forward and enters the superior aspect of the cavernous sinus. And after that, it divides into three branches: the frontal, the nasociliary, and the lacrimal. And after that, it exits the cranium via the superior orbital fissure, and the three branches separate out to follow their different paths. Now the first branch, that is the frontal nerve, it gives out two branches, supraorbital branch and the supratrochlear branch. Now the supratrochlear branch of the frontal nerve supplies three structures. Those are conjunctiva, the skin of mesial aspect of upper eyelid, and the skin over lower and medial aspect of the forehead. Now the second branch, that is the supraorbital branch, it supplies the skin of upper eyelid and the upper forehead, and it also supplies the anterior scalp region up to the vertex. Remember, vertex is the highest point of the skull. Now coming to the second branch, that is the lacrimal nerve. After coming out through the superior orbital fissure, this branch moves forward and then gives a communicating branch to the zygomatic branch of the maxillary division. And through this communication, the parasympathetic fibers from the pterygopalatine ganglion reach the lacrimal gland through the zygomatic nerve. And now this nerve moves forward and supplies sensory fibers to the lacrimal gland and the adjacent conjunctiva. And then after passing through the lacrimal gland, this lacrimal nerve reaches the upper eyelid and supplies lateral part of the upper eyelid. So now we have seen that the lacrimal branch basically supplies the lacrimal gland and the adjacent conjunctiva and the lateral part of the upper eyelid. Now the third branch of the ophthalmic division, that is the nasociliary nerve. It comes out of the superior orbital fissure and then it moves forward along the medial border of the orbital roof, and then it gives out many branches, and the first branch which it gives is the short ciliary nerve, and this nerve sends a communicating branch to the ciliary ganglion and then directly enters into the eyeball. As you can see here, this is the ciliary ganglion, and then this short ciliary nerve provides sensory fibers through the ganglion to the eyeball. Now the next branch, that is the long ciliary nerve. This long ciliary nerve is basically a group of 2 to 3 nerves which run directly to the eyeball, and then they are distributed over the iris and the cornea. Now the third branch, that is the posterior ethmoidal. This nerve basically supplies the mucous membrane lining the posterior ethmoidal air cells and the sphenoidal sinus. And then the next branch, that is the anterior ethmoidal, it supplies the mucous membrane supplying the anterior ethmoidal air cells and the frontal sinus, and it gives out another two branches, internal nasal and the external nasal. This external nasal supplies the skin over the tip and ala of the nose, and the internal nasal further divides into two branches, giving out the medial nasal and the lateral nasal. This medial nasal supplies the nasal septum, and the lateral nasal supplies the superior and middle nasal conchae. Then this nasociliary nerve moves forward, giving out an intratrochlear branch. This intratrochlear branch supplies the skin of the lacrimal sac. And then at the end, this nasociliary branch gives many terminal branches to the nasal cavity, and these branches supply the mucous membrane lining the nasal cavity. Now here's a quick recap of the branches of the ophthalmic nerve. The ophthalmic nerve emerges through the upper part of the trigeminal ganglion, and remember, just after coming out it gives out a branch to tentori, that is, which supplies the durameter, and then it gives out three branches: the frontal, nasociliary and the lacrimal, and these three branches exit the cranium through the superior orbital fissure, and then the frontal branch divides into supratrochlear and supraorbital. The nasociliary divides into many branches like short ciliary, long ciliary, posterior ethmoidal, anterior ethmoidal, infratrochlear, and the branches to nasal cavity. Now this anterior ethmoidal further divides into two branches, internal nasal and the external nasal. The internal nasal gives medial nasal and the lateral nasal branch, and the lacrimal nerve just supplies the lacrimal gland and the adjacent conjunctiva.
So as you can see here, I have prepared a small chart showing the major branches of the ophthalmic division and their supply. You can refer to this chart for your convenience. Now this was all about the ophthalmic division. In the next video, we will study about the maxillary division of the trigeminal nerve.